The Warrior's Call, Dragon Riders of Osnen, Book 3. Written by Richard Fierce. Narrated by Andrew Mcdermott. Chapter 1. "Something's wrong," Inesco said. I watched him pace restlessly back and forth across the command tent. He'd called an emergency meeting and asked me to attend, but I didn't know why. The curates were all present, and between the fire burning in the brazier and the number of people inside the small area, it was stifling. I needed to get some fresh air, but not much had been discussed yet. "I agree," Curate Henrik said. "Where are the others? Why aren't they here yet?" I glanced at Henrik, then back at Inesco. There was a lot of unease in the camp, so much so that it was almost palpable. Even Marin seemed affected by it. The mysterious creature that was killing dragons was mostly to blame. Whatever it was, it hunted at night and managed to kill half of the dragons Inesco had brought with him. Why did the Conclave approve of this attack if they didn't have a way to combat that spawn of darkness? I looked at the woman who had spoken. Her name was Mila. She'd been promoted to curate as a replacement for Josephine. For the most part, the two were nothing alike. Mila was tall and thin, with blonde hair and bright blue eyes. Although she was a noble, she treated everyone with the same dignity. That alone set her apart from all the other nobles I'd encountered. "Have we received any word from the other schools yet?" Inesco asked. "No," Henrik confirmed, "and the Conclave hasn't responded to any of the messages we've sent, magical or by bird." Inesco stopped his pacing and rubbed his hands over his face. It hadn't seemed that long ago since I'd been at the Citadel, yet Inesco had aged a lot since taking over as temporary master. He failed to hide his stress as well as Master Peeves did, but he was doing the best he could. The king's army was at a standstill. Their camp was closer to Maida's border, and the creature had ravaged their forces as well. Rumours were being whispered that the king himself was on his way with reinforcements. I'd asked Marin if that was true, but she had merely shrugged. "Sir," I said. Inesco looked at me. "Why don't you send a rider to the Conclave? It seems that the messages being sent are either being intercepted or failing to arrive." "Trust me, Eldwin," Inesco replied. "I would have sent a rider earlier if I thought we could spare one. As it stands, we've taken..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?